weather is not cooperating.
See that?
It's been so long since we have seen the sun that I can't remember how long it's been raining. I'm guessing though it's been raining for at least 6 days straight, with some small breaks in the deluge.
It's day 5 of this rain. It just won't stop.
Today, for the first time in a week, I actually seen my shadow.
See that? It's a shadow.
From the groundhog's perspective, I don't know whether to say that's a good thing or a bad thing.
It's Groundhog Day! Get up and check that hog out there! Yes!
What the hell?
Here in the Philippines, one thing that is certain when a rain event like this occurs is that there will be some flooding. Because we live just a stone's throw from the ocean, we don't flood, but as you travel inland, the low-lying areas are inundated with water. Another result from all this rain is mudslides. Here, when hillsides give way, they call it slippage. And when a road is involved, they call it road slippage. Next to making it impossible to travel, these road slippages can have another resulting effect. They take out power poles and electricity. Last night, while I was lying in bed watching the news, the power went out. It was about 8:45, and it wasn't long before my buffered video stream ended. I just rolled over and plugged my phone into my backup fan, which was a big mistake. You see, my rechargeable fan also has a USB connector for charging phones, but I learned real quick that you can't operate the battery-powered fan and charge a phone at the same time, as it draws down the battery in just minutes. Normally the fan might run for a couple hours. Within 15 minutes my fan died, but without moving air, I was destined to become miserable quickly. Usually when the power gets interrupted at night, the fan will automatically come on and keeps the air moving, and it keeps us from waking up, as long as it's not a prolonged outage. I remember after the power vanished at about 8:15, 10 minutes later the attempt to reset the utility failed, and in less than a second the power was out again. 10 minutes later, another reset attempt, and the same result, an instant trip. It was the third attempt that lasted about 3 seconds before tripping again, and that made me realize that this just wasn't a normal interruption. In our experience here, usually when the power does not return after the third attempt, we can be certain there's a major issue somewhere, and it's going to be a while. How long can a while last? Better have a generator handy. Because we've had so much rain, I'm guessing that there might have been slippage somewhere, causing some trees or power poles to be taken out. Most times, our electric provider, Semelco, will wait until sunrise to venture out to make visual damage assessments or repairs. Because of the length of this outage, something tells me it's just not a tree branch on a power line. It's something more significant. Hopefully, though, Semelco will get right on it and have the power restored before our ice cubes melt completely. We make every effort not to open the ref at times like this, and I also will not fire up the genset unless we are in jeopardy of losing our refrigerated goods. As I sit here working on this video, it's 7:45 a.m. and our power has been out now for about 11 hours. The Coconut Express, as I call it, continues to extend from the mid-Pacific all the way back into the Philippines, but it does show some signs of breaking down. So we might see an end to this rain soon.
While I was laying in bed last night, it was around 11 o'clock, I guess, and a realization came over me. There had been some loud conversations on the street outside the house, or taking place on the street, after the power went out. And there was no karaoke music to be heard, no music to be heard, no noise. Even the roosters were quiet. It was just an eerie, dead quiet on a Friday night, which is really unheard of in this barangay. It's a rare event. And that got me thinking, did I prefer the awesomeness of peace and quiet over lying in bed in air-conditioned comfort with all the background noise? Then I reached a point where I did realize this is one of them all or nothing moments, and we simply can't have it both ways. But sitting here sleepy-eyed as I am this morning, working on this video, I'm thinking a halfway decent night's sleep would have been a much better outcome.
And as the rains have diminished, and I sit up here on our roof deck enjoying the cool evening, I can reflect on all the noise I hear, as it means one thing: the electricity is back, and I will likely get a good night's sleep.